in the Breeders' Cup Classic.
What is up, everybody? Welcome back to RaceNews.com, and welcome back as we cover the Breeders' Cup with a bunch of videos here for you this week and, of course, next week. This video is going to cover the pre-entries for the Breeders' Cup Classic. Obviously, Grade 1 event, $6 million the purse for the 3-year-olds going 1.25 miles. Well, not much surprises here, but we'll read them off for you, kind of tell you who pre-entered for this race. Arabian Night, ARCANGELO, Bright Future, second preference, the Dirt Mile, but obviously Classics where Bright Future is going to go. Charge It, we kind of were on the fence. Was he going to go to the Dirt Mile, or was he going to go here? He's going here. Second preference, Dirt Mile, first preference, Classic. Derma Sotogate, yes, he's coming back from Japan. That's kind of fun. Go Rocket Ride, obviously in this one. King of Steel. Now, this horse's first preference, it will be the turf. So probably will not see King of Steel in the Classic, but he was pre-entered here. Mage, second preference Dirt Mile, which means he will run in the Classic. Proxy, Saudi Crown. We kind of thought Saudi Crown might go to the Dirt Mile. No, he was not even pre-entered in the Dirt Mile. 100% to the Classic for Saudi Crown. Senor Buscador, second preference is going to be Dirt Mile. First preference, Classic. So Senor Buscador will be in the Classic. Ushba Tesoro, the Japanese horse, White Abario, and Zandon. So that made the main body of the pre-entries. So, however, we do have a few more here, and with King of Steel being a second, or this being the second preference, first preference being the turf, we might get one of these other horses in. Clapton was entered, pre-entered for the Classic. He should draw in now. Skippy Longstocking pre-entered for the Classic, first preference Dirt Mile. Dreamlike, first preference also Dirt Mile, and then Missed the Cut, the last one on the list here. He will most likely miss the cut. I don't think he will be able to get in. He's going to need a couple of defections. So that's the list. That's what we've got now. Really no surprises here. I think now it's just kind of waiting for the post draw, waiting to see, what riders are going to lock in and ride these horses. I guess the ones we were really, kind of questioning, would Charge It go to the Dirt Mile? He's right here for the Classic. What are they going to do with Saudi Crown? I was kind of curious. I've always liked Senor Buscador. I was kind of curious if he would enter here, and he is. So, you look at this on paper, it's a grab bag, right? I mean, this kind of, if you're looking for like superstar horses, this Classic's probably not for you. If you're looking for just really interesting betting choices and a lot of different ways you can go and good odds on most of the horses, this one's definitely for you. I mean, you got a horse like Arabian Night and Go Rocket Ride. They're kind of the up and coming 3-year-olds. Maybe they're getting better. But then you got ARCANGELO, who is the old kind of, quote unquote, old established horse who won the Belmont and obviously won the Travers. And gosh, if you like him, I think you're going to get a decent enough price. He's probably going to be the favorite, but 3-1 probably. And if you like him, I think you could take it. You got the 2 Japanese horses, Derma Sotogate. If you remember him, he was sensational early in the year. He really didn't get out of the gate well in the Kentucky Derby when he came over here. He still ran okay. I think he's interesting. He's kind of the Japanese horse nobody's talking about, because Ushba Tesoro, the winner of the Dubai World Cup, is here. He looked really good in his prep. I think he's going to take a lot of money. So you want to go the Japanese route, you got 2 options there. You got to love that. And then you got the older horses that are a little bit of a mixed bag. You got Zandon, who finally got a win, probably ran his best race ever last time out in a win there at Belmont at the Big A. You got White Abario, who kind of just been a decent to good type of horse, who was great the last time we saw him in the Whitney. That was a long time ago, but hey, if he runs that race again, he's going to win. I mean, you've got the options, right? There's a lot of different ways you can go here. Seems like from a speed standpoint, now that we officially know Saudi Crown's in, you got Arabian Night and Saudi Crown. They're both probably going to go. They both do their best running when on the lead. So that could set it up for somebody sitting in the stocking or closing position. So look, I mean, there's no doubt we don't have a flight line. We don't have a Knicks go. I know Life is Good didn't run in the Classic and win it, but a Life is Good type that was just like a monster on paper. We just don't have that, but we have all kinds of really solid horses that could make this thing very interesting. I think this Classic's going to be a very memorable one, not for the same reasons as Knicks Go's win or Flightlines win, where it's like, wow, we really saw a great performance, or in Flightline's case, we saw just a freak. We're not going to see that, but we're going to see a very competitive race. We might see a little bit of an upset here. It does kind of scream upset in some ways. And we also, we might just see ARCANGELO finish out an incredible second half run and win Horse of the Year. So in a weird way, everything is going to come down to this thing, even though we've kind of been like, I don't know how good these horses are. It all still runs through the Classic in one way or the other. So that makes it a ton of fun. All right, that'll do it for our video of the pre-entries for the Classic here. As we get closer to it, I'm getting a lot more excited for this race than I really thought I would be. I just think it's all about how you look at it, right? Horse racing is always interesting, whether you got the major stars or whether you get a race like this where it's like, hey, maybe one of them could be a major star and this could be the star-making race for them. Or maybe they're all just really good maybe not great, but they're all just really good. And it's a competitive race and it's a lot of fun. And you're generally just curious, what is going to happen here after I've thought about this for a month? So anyway, that'll do it for our video for the Breeders' Cup Classic pre-entries. Thanks everybody for watching this video. Hit that like button if you like it. Hit subscribe if you really like it. Want to get alerted anytime we do videos like this. We'll be here all week for Breeders' Cup coverage, and we'll be here all week next week as well. So we're going to have a hell of a lot of fun on the site and at the Breeders' Cup, and I hope you guys will too. All right, guys, we'll see you for the next one.
RacingDudes.com is your home for the best free picks for every race, every track. It's Breeders' Cup season, and we've got wall-to-wall coverage of the World Championships. Subscribe to YouTube.com/RacingDudes right now. Click the notification bell. You never want to miss a single video. Want to make money betting horses? Bet with the Racing Dudes.